I am now very pleased to welcome, on behalf of the Health Assembly, Mr. Bill Gates, co-chair of the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation.
The World Health Organization and this Assembly have set the standard for global cooperation in pursuit of better health. For decades, you've established ambitious goals such as eradicating smallpox, and you have rallied the world to accomplish those goals. As we think about how to deploy our resources most effectively, one intervention in particular stands out: vaccines. Today, I want to talk to you about how you can provide the leadership to make this decade the decade of vaccines. Vaccines are an extremely elegant technology. They can be expensive, they are easy to deliver, and they can provide lifelong protection from disease. At Microsoft, we dreamed about powerful and simple technologies. Well, vaccines are such a technology, and I dream about what the world will look like as we take full advantage of vaccines. During this decade, we can achieve a lot. Early in the decade, we can achieve the eradication of polio. By the end of the decade, we'll have 5 or more vaccines available to all the children of the world. And finally, by the end of this decade, every country can have a delivery system to make sure that those vaccines are getting out to every single child. So to achieve these goals, we need to focus on strong immunization systems. I'm excited that global health leaders are now collaborating to put together a specific global vaccine action plan. That plan will be the blueprint for the decade of vaccines, and it will be a plan that will depend on all of us to do our best work. The greatest asset of every country is the energy and talent of its people. Disease saps that energy and squanders that talent. To solve these problems, we can use vaccines. So they're one of the best investments we can make, to have healthy people who can drive thriving economies. As we free billions of people from this burden of sickness, we will unleash more human potential than ever before.
This list of evidence, consider the results, and come to a logical conclusion that we should move forward with this life-saving vaccine.
So we have to reach every child with the 2 doses of measles vaccine. We have to secure additional funds to do quality door-to-door vaccination.
We can get everyone in this room to speak up and join and be a passionate advocate. I believe that we can get our voice as loud as that which for AIDS and malaria, and we can do something to prevent.
Province can decide who will be free to receive the vaccine and who won't, and how the vaccine will be administered.
Foreign guests, friends, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. We are so happy and proud for every one of you to be here with us tonight. This is the opening ceremony of the second Asian Vaccine Conference.
The Asian Vaccine Conference is actually organized by 3 societies: the Philippine Foundation for Vaccination, the International Society for Tropical Pediatrics Philippine Chapter, and the Asian Society of Pediatric Infectious Disease.
Need to be very careful to give the vaccines to them. The live vaccine, no matter it's viral or bacterial, are contraindicated. You have to be aware that even the inactivated vaccine, the response may not be adequate because of the immune deficiency.
If you look at the global application of the diphtheria, tetanus, pertussis vaccine, what you can see are areas where there continues to be a problem with DTP. Unfortunately, these are the areas with the highest mortality.
There is widespread burden of disease around the world, with the greatest concentration concentration of mortality in Asia and in Africa, these countries are the ones that are not receiving the vaccine.
Interrupted the measles circulation in 2004.
Improvement of health quality, so life expectancy of individuals is improved.
Vaccine was given to more than 100% of the targeted population. We expect that for 2010 this will be even higher.
And we are hopeful that the Philippines will again meet the elimination target by 2012.
Look around the world, in countries around the world, we see a dramatic reduction in rotavirus-related hospitalizations. Already in the United States, almost half of all severe diarrheal disease has been reduced. These are relevant information to decision makers who have to think about not just rotavirus, which they may or not understand, but they clearly understand the burden of diarrheal disease in their country.
When you choose the best vaccine for your patient, look past the bells and the whistles. And just remember the fundamentals. Will this vaccine do the job?
Presented to you by